Beneath the everyday internet, there exists a realm shrouded in mystery and secrecy, the Dark Web. This is a place where shadows conceal secrets, where anonymity is king, and where the underbelly of the digital world thrives. It's a part of the internet that's intentionally hidden, a labyrinth of encrypted sites and secretive users. The Dark Web has a notorious reputation. It's often associated with illicit activities, from black market trading to cyber espionage. Thanks to special software like Tor, users can roam undetected, their identities masked behind layers of encryption. This anonymity provides a haven for those who wish to operate outside the law, making the Dark Web a hotbed for illegal activities. Yet in this obscure and unregulated part of the internet, one man emerged from the shadows to rule the roost. A digital crime lord known only by his alias, Alpha02. His story is a journey into the heart of the Dark Web, a world where the line between good and evil is often blurred. Alpha02, an enigmatic figure, rose from obscurity to become the most feared entity in the depths of the Dark Web. In the vast expanse of the internet, where shadows conceal identities and anonymity is sacrosanct, a new player emerged. Alpha02, a moniker that would become synonymous with fear and respect. His rise was meteoric, and his influence far-reaching. In the beginning, he was merely a participant in the clandestine marketplaces that dot the Dark Web. But with an uncanny understanding of the digital world and a ruthless ambition, he quickly ascended the ranks. His cunning strategies, combined with a relentless pursuit of power, propelled him to the top. Alpha02 took over the reins of several illegal marketplaces, each one more notorious than the last. From illicit substances to untraceable weapons, he had a hand in every pie. His control was absolute, his authority unquestioned. It was as if he had his finger on the pulse of the Dark Web, dictating its rhythm according to his whims. His influence within the Dark Web was profound. He was not just a kingpin, but a puppet master, pulling the strings from behind the curtain. His word was law, his directives, gospel. Those who dared to cross him faced severe consequences, often disappearing into the digital void, never to be heard from again. Alpha02 was not just a name, it was a symbol, a representation of power and control in a world where chaos reigned supreme. His reign was marked by fear and intimidation, but also a grudging respect. To the dwellers of the Dark Web, he was not just a kingpin, but a deity ruling over his digital empire with an iron fist. But as we all know, power often breeds complacency, and in the world of cybercrime, complacency is a cardinal sin. Alpha02 seemed invincible, his empire unassailable. But even in the digital world, where the only constant is change, no fortress is unbreakable. Alpha02 seemed invincible, but even in the digital world, no fortress is unbreakable. Alpha02's reign of power was not to last. A single error would mark the beginning of his downfall. In the world of cybercrime, the margin for error is slim to none. Alpha02, the once revered kingpin of the digital underworld, would soon learn this the hard way. Like a game of high-stakes poker, one wrong move, one tell, one slip-up, and you're out. And for Alpha02, that slip-up was just around the corner. He had been operating with impunity, a digital phantom, leading a cyber syndicate that held the Dark Web in its iron grip. But even the most sophisticated criminals are not immune to human error. In a moment of complacency, Alpha02 made a fatal mistake. He logged into his AlphaBay account from an unprotected IP address. It was a blunder that would echo through the shadowy corridors of the Dark Web. This seemingly insignificant error was akin to a ripple in a still pond, a ripple that soon became a wave. And riding atop this wave were the relentless forces of law enforcement. They had been tirelessly working to unmask the elusive Alpha02, and now they had a lead. A small, seemingly insignificant lead, but it was all they needed. With this newfound information, they traced the unprotected IP address back to its source. They had a location, a tangible lead in a world of intangibles. The noose began to tighten around Alpha02, the once shadowy figure now caught in the glaring spotlight of justice. As the walls of his digital empire began to close in, Alpha02 found himself in unfamiliar territory. He was no longer the predator, Lurking in the shadows, he was now the prey. The hunter had become the hunted. This marked the beginning of the end for Alpha-02. Each passing moment, each ticking second brought him one step closer to his inevitable downfall. His reign of terror was coming to an end, and the dark web would never be the same again. The hunter became the hunted, and Alpha-02's empire began to crumble. The stage was set for the final act of this digital drama. The fall of a Kingpin was at hand. The countdown to justice had begun. While Alpha-02's downfall was a significant victory, the battle for justice on the internet is far from over. In this vast digital universe, the struggle against cybercrime persists. Every day, there are new alphas rising from the depths, new shadows stretching over the World Wide Web. It's a ceaseless game of cat and mouse, a relentless pursuit of justice in a realm that's all too comfortable cloaked in anonymity. This is not the first time we've seen the rise and fall of such figures. Remember Silk Road, that notorious marketplace for all things illicit? Its creator, Dread Pirate Roberts, thought he was untouchable, but like Alpha-02, he too was unmasked, his empire dismantled. Then came Alpha Bay, another hub of illegal activity, its tentacles reaching far into the corners of the dark web. But once again, the forces of justice were triumphant, the site shut down, its operator facing the full extent of the law. These cases aren't just about bringing down a single individual or shutting down a single site. They're about safeguarding the internet, about maintaining its integrity. Every victory is a blow to the criminal underworld that seeks to misuse this powerful tool. Every exposed identity, a reminder that no one is truly anonymous. But let's not forget, the internet isn't just a battleground. It's a place of connection, of innovation, of knowledge. It's a tool that, in the right hands, can be a force for good. With every battle won, we reclaim a piece of this digital frontier. We ensure its safety for all who traverse its vast expanse. Yet we must remain vigilant. For every Alpha-02 brought down, for every Silk Road dismantled, new threats emerge. Cybersecurity is an ongoing battle, a war waged on a frontier that's constantly evolving. It requires our constant attention, our unwavering commitment, our relentless pursuit of justice. In the shadows of the internet, the fight between good and evil continues, and the hunt for justice will not rest.